Right, welcome back to the Crown of the Oathbreaker, everybody. As you continue to explore the city of Odin Beer. Now, last week, a bit of a situation in the Will Tamer Ball. An attempted poisoning on one of the nobles, suitably dealt with by the party, promptly arrested by Shinigami, and who stormed out? Randall stormed out, I think. He's off doing other things just for the moment. But we'll finish back, in the Will Tamer Ball. I guess the question is, what would you like to do? The ball is kind of winding down to an end, so if there's anything you wish to do or any dances you wish to have, now would be the time. Otherwise, we'll move on.
Well, Gayla, while she's at the bar with, I think her name is Rosilda Wallhanger. She's going to order a mule kick, that drink that Randall was trying to make last week for Lady Wiltenheimer.
Donkey kick.
The donkey kick. Yeah.
A donkey, yes. She's going to order one of those.
From a reputable bar person?
Yes. The best you can find. Yes. She's going to flash her eyes, ask for the drink nicely and all that.
Okay, this is a very extravagant drink. Put it this way, it has a ring of pineapple and an umbrella in it. So, looks like a sickly sweet cocktail, but popular enough for the bartender to know what to make.
Okay. And then she's going to sleight of hand spit in it.
Okay, let's see your sleight of hand. Now let's see. Let's see what a noble's.
She's going to head towards Lady. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, you go ahead and do your perception.
Yeah. No one notices. Well, you think no one notices you spit in the drink in the donkey kick.
And she's going to walk back over to Tyler Waldheimer and say, "I'm so dreadfully sorry about that boy I brought, Ronald. I didn't think he would turn out that way. I'm very sorry. I hope you accept my apologies for all that mess. I should know better, being noble."
Assume you would have known better, Gayla. You surely screen all of your servants, check their background, check their disposition, make sure they're, shall we say, flexible to one's needs. You did not do that with that boy?
No, he was new, and I thought he was cute. I mean, and it's sometimes things get the better of me. I'm so dreadfully sorry. But Jeremy, we'll never see him again.
Joffrey, I'm pleased to see the back of him, and good help is such hard to find. And you've brought me a donkey kick.
Yes, this is for you. This is a proper donkey kick that you should have had. I'm so sorry.
Well, thank you very much, darling. And she sips it. I don't think I've ever drinking a drink with someone spat in it, but I imagine it kind of blends in and it's hard to notice. Was it a loogie or just?
Yes, she could. Yeah.
Yeah, she's drinking it. Yeah.
And I'll say, pardon me. I must go back to Lady Priscilla Wonger. She's dreadfully just terrified, and walk back over to her if she'll let me leave.
Yeah, she says, "Thank you for the drink, darling, and I hope you enjoyed your night."
Thank you. And then I'm gonna go back over here and hang out with her just to make sure she's okay with this whole affair.
She's a little bit shaken up. I mean, it's an odd marriage situation, and people have always. She's a bit. Gayla, do you think age should be a determination in whether one should love another or not? Is it such a thing as too old and too young? Of course, too young. A child, of course, but anybody of adult standing and consenting adults. Do you see a problem with that?
And I'll say, not in this society. I mean, we have elves marrying women, marrying humans, having half elves. They live a quarter of their lifespan. I mean, it's comparable. You say a tiefling that's 12 is 16 years old compared to a human, or however you want to do the math for how people change and grow faster. But people live centuries. People live days. You should love who you love.
A persuasion or a deception check.
I actually believe that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Gayla. I mean, people do look down on my relationship with Toristo, but love is love is love is love.
And then just go get a drink and just be there.
Okay. You're pleased to learn that Tayo Willtamer has drunk the entirety of your drink. So there's a little bit of you in her, which I imagine was the desire. So the rest of you remaining at the ball. Is there anything you wish to do? Bass, Toriel, Shinigami?
Toriel's just keeping a low profile to not get proposed to.
Oh, yes, the Domarins have doing Domarin things, but they've left you alone. So that is something, at least.
Mm.
Okay, so eventually the ball winds up. Reasonable about like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. You're adults, you've stayed up longer than that before in your life. And what are your plans after the ball? Like heading to your respective establishments? What are you doing?
Are we still trying to stick together? Perhaps we should find Randall.
Well, and I do have this prisoner to turn in.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, after the experience with Vanek, we should, until we uncover what's going on there, we should try to stick together.
Yeah, do we know where Randall went?
Did you tell them?
No, I didn't get a chance to. He stormed out. So y'all wouldn't probably know. I mean, y'all would know he's from the shanty, so that would probably be the most obvious place to look. I think at one point in time we mentioned about making the Gorso Manor kind of base house, so there is a possibility he could be there too.
Mm.
All right. Well, if we make a wide circle, we can turn in my prisoner and then head to the shanty.
Okay. So leaving the noble district, the high district, swing around to the halls of the lawkeeper. The law.
Gayla's going to say, before we go that far, Gayla's going to say, we should probably change our attire if we're going to end up in the shanties. I don't suppose the ball outfits would do.
Good call. Yes.
Easy enough to do it at a changing room in the Wiltammer Manor. It's easy enough to do. So you go back to the halls of the lawgiver and hand over Lady Violet, and Nathal Wester is there, of course, and he reminds Shinigami. I assume you're going to get onto that case that I mentioned first thing in the morning. It's quite concerning.
Yes, we have one of our compatriots we have to find after turning in.
And do you, the player, know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it was go back and investigate what happened to. I'm looking for his place. At Drax. It was at
this building here specifically. This building here specifically. All right. Well, we'll get this person processed and carry out your sentence. And please report back to me once you found out what happens to Drax.
I'll see what I can find out.
Big wide circle. And yeah, a good call changing the outfit, Scaler, because yeah, but look at the best out of place, at worst boastful. I don't think any of you have actually been to Randall's house before.
No.
Some questioning around, and it you find yourself. Well, Randall, what did you do after the ball?
First of all, I went to the Gorso Manor to see if the boys had already gotten there and started taking their post, which I did not see anything, so I would have went back to the shanties. To
But I
try
also said, to be
go-
fair, it was late at night, or to be an odd time to start cleaning.
Right. So my point was to just make sure they weren't there, and then if they weren't there, to go to the shanties to get them ready to pack up what little we do have and get them over to the manor.
Cordarius is there. He's asleep. No sign of Christophilus.
Oh, great. You can tell that he's already gone off there. Fantastic. Oh, blast. Can I look around to see if he may have been there recently?
You know what, make an investigation check. You can check with your neighbors that are awake to see if anybody knows what's happened to Christophilus.
Okay. This may be where my observant feet may come into this idea. Do we usually use passive investigation in this case, or do you want me to just roll a straight investigation check?
Tell you what, roll it, and if it's not better than your passive, then we'll take your passive. So the
Okay.
minimum you can roll is your passive. And that's more than your passive, I think. Yes.
Yes. No.
Passive would be
Passive
13.
is actually 18.
18 passive investigation. Oh,
Yep.
okay, cool.
My observant feat gives me a +5 to passive investigation and perception.
Okay. So you ask, I mean, you know people in the shanties, more so than people know each other in other neighborhoods. Everybody knows everybody. And people report that Christophilus snuck into the city, and presumably that's where he went to steal try to pry out that gem. And he did come back here briefly, just to grab a few things, and then he left and he headed west, like out of the city.
West out of the city. So not back in the city, he just headed west.
Yep. To give you some perspective. Oh no, sorry, I take it back. Headed south out of the city. West doesn't make sense.
South,
Yeah,
okay.
South. Yeah, west he'd be walking in water.
I was
Oh,
thinking.
no,
I was kind of
south.
thinking. No, he'd be if he headed west, it would be the swamps, right?
Yeah, I always get east and west confused. It's quite embarrassing. You think as a DM I'd know that by now, but I'm afraid of getting them confused. He headed south. Ignore what I said. He headed south.
Okay, so he's heading south. All right. Would I know of reason why he would be going south?
I mean, there's the Royal Stud Farm, which is where horses and that are kept for people of great wealth. There's a penitentiary. There's windmills, ruins of a summer palace. It's basically farmlands, though, to the south. Oathbreaker can't produce all its food internally. So from south, the windmills, and north in Willow Creek, the breadbasket of Oathbreaker. But as far as you know, Christophilus has never left the city before.
Okay. All right. With that being said, I would probably go ahead and wake Cordarius up and get him ready to see if he would like to go to the manor with me.
Of course. I could ask the question though, why am I paying for what Christophilus did?
It's not necessarily paying for what Christophilus did. let's put it this way: you'll be a lot safer in that area than in here by yourself. A friend of mine has offered his residence. Now, your brother, on the other hand, P.S. Have you spoken to your brother? Did he say anything about where he was going?
We came in, Budge didn't really announce himself, grabbed his stuff. I said, "Where are you going?" He kind of ignored me and he said, to someone who respects me, was his exact words.
Someone who respects him. Can I roll like an intelligence check or something like that to figure out who that might be?
Sure.
Just like a straight intelligence roll, I guess.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, the people you know who he respected was you. That might not be the case anymore. And your mother, who's
Right.
passed away, of course. And that's about it. So
Okay.
you don't really know who this respectful person is, or the one who's going to respect him. No idea.
Odd. I think you would be in a better situation if you were in a much larger facility and needs kind of more taken care of.
Oh, whatever you think's best, Randall. You are wise. I trust your judgment. I know there's problems with Christophilus, but nothing we can do about that now, I guess.
I'll have to handle your brother one way or another. He's, again, grief makes people do things they don't normally do in certain situations, and he's having to work some things out. And he's a growing boy, just like you, Cordarius. Although, perhaps maybe you are the most well-behaved out of the two. And he winks at him.
A little smile comes across his face. And at this point, we'll say, Gala, Toriel, Vinnick, everybody else finds you.
Randall, it's good to see you. We missed you at the gala. I heard what happened, and I'm sorry that that woman was very rude.
The apologies are mine. I was probably out of line. Sorry, I don't typically get the opportunity or do things like that, but for whatever reason, he'll kind of like eye at Bass a little bit. I felt empowered to do one impulsive thing before for the night. It was to conclude. Unfortunately, I don't know how I could ever change the way people see me. All they will see me when they look at me is just someone from the shanties, a cockroach. And honestly, that's all we've ever been treated.
I am happy you're getting a backbone. The young one next to you, is that to be the new butler of the manor?
I think he could do quite a good job. He's much more, let's say, well primed, more so than his older brother. And if I remember correctly, Cordarius is, elf. One of them's a dwarf, one of them's an elf. I had to double check my notes over here, which is something that is very odd because they are brothers, technically. They refer to each other as brothers. But they are definitely different.
Child, let me see if you can act like you belong. Stand tall and proud like you belong with the nobles.
Oh, did I lose you guys?
Nope, still here.
Yeah. So, yeah, so, sorry, I was reading notes. I think I got a little, I was trying to work out whether Randall's brothers Who was the alpha? Doesn't matter. What? So, Butler, he says he can take care of himself. And I think you asked something, Doug?
Yeah, I'm asking the young child if he can stand tall and act like he belongs, so I can get a sense whether he's going to be decent for this job, being
Oh,
in
I see.
the noble district.
All I can promise is that I can do my best. I mean, I can scrub, I can clean, I can keep things tidy, and I can try and be discreet if that's what you want.
Uriel, maybe with my support and if I pay for it, do you think your parents would offer, no offense, child, the boy some mannerisms that would be expected at a noble dinner per se to give him some experience?
Oh, just like not outside the normal class?
Yes, like a private lesson.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think they would love to do that. I absolutely.
Well, child, is that something you would be okay with?
Sure. Never. I don't know if it's going to be a problem, but I've never been to school and I don't know how to read or write. Is that going to be a problem?
We'll get extra lessons. But for now, you just have to answer the door, announce people, and set the table. Also clean, but yes, it will do.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just grab a few things. And he grabs all his earthly possessions, which is another set of clothes, wraps him up in a blanket. All right, let's go. You all head back to slightly disheveled Warso Manor, a 3-story place. Now that the problems, the ice and the little creatures that attacked you have gone, it's just merely now in need of a spring clean. It's late at night at the moment. I imagine you all settle down. There are beds that are usable. Unless there's anything else people want to do, you can settle down for the night.
Yeah, I probably would. Toriel would set an alarm. Just she's still a little concerned after Venix's experience. Yeah, she'll just ritually cast alarm and like down the wing of whatever bedrooms we are.
Sure. Lay out your silver thread. Fortunately, nothing happens during the night. But it was spider sense would have gone up. And as you wake up, everybody except Randall take a point of exhaustion, please. Everyone except Randall. Yep, take a point of exhaustion.
Do we know why?
You just wake up feeling tired.
Oh.
Wow, where do you put that on your character sheet?
I was just gonna say,
If
what do you got?
click on conditions, and then you can scroll down to exhaustion and click on the appropriate level.
Gotcha. There it is.
Wait, where's conditions at?
It's right below your hit points.
Jeff, look at your armor class.
Oh
Then
yeah.
go
I
to
see
the
it.
right, you see defenses, and then you see conditions.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, and then we do 1. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
thank
you wake up a little tired.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say why, but you wake up exhausted. Okay.
Well, Galen's
Probably
gonna
the
say,
best night's sleep Randall's ever had. It's actually in a bed.
True.
Nice. Galen's gonna say, before we head off, Shimagami, I have to check in daily with Lord Simonder. So, if we can do that real fast before we head out of the city, that would be great.
Well, we're not heading out of the city. I have to go and investigate what happened to Drax.
Isn't it out of the city in the seabed though? I mean, just player to player. I think it's like outside the city gate, the city walls.
Yeah, it looks like we have to take the fish gate to get out.
Yeah, we go out the fish station. Before we leave the city, I'm gonna hit sign wonder real quick. We're not leaving the city and then coming back in case we need to go further out for some reason.
Speaking of further out, some reason, Shinigami, I believe my brother has taking. Let's see, maybe on the lam. Is that sort of the proper terminology for it?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Seems like he headed south, from what I gathered. Some about seeing someone who respects him. But obviously, we can take care of that. We can resolve that matter. But I do like to resolve that matter later on. Just want
Well-
to be upfront with you that I'm not exactly sure where my brother exactly went, other than south.
I appreciate that, but technically, he's not really violating the conditions of his release yet. As long as he makes a payment when it's due, then he should be okay. But I understand if you want to find him.
Definitely would be one of my top priorities at the moment. However, we won't be able to do anything if we have to keep on tracking him down. But it sounded like, from what I understood, that this investigation towards the seabed might be very important. So we need to take care of that first.
And Malcolm, I had the picture of Drax still up. Where did you ping where Drax was going to be, or where we're supposed to look at that?
Yeah. I'll zoom right there. That house just to the south of 58, which is the Berry Tower.
Oh, okay. I thought it was way up northwest. Okay, that's fine. And that's where you had to go to meet with Saramonder.
I know, Munda Villa for Sign Munda, which is 89. We'll zoom over to 89. Lord Sign Munda.
Well, hold on. I need to say something to the I
Sure.
ask a question about the dates and what's happening. So, to the next day tomorrow is the Kings game starting,
Yes.
or is that 2 days? How far away is that's tomorrow?
That's tomorrow. I don't know.
Okay.
2 days. 2 days. Sorry, 2 days.
Okay. I'm gonna say to the group, in 2 days' time, I have to be at the Kings games. It's when I'll be knighted and put into servitude to the crown by my house's ruling or my house's decree. So I'm hoping in 2 days that you would all join me there. I don't know exactly how I'm going to get through all of this. This is more than I wanted, but I can't back out of it. So I would hope you would all be there with me in 2 days for the King's game, where they'll do that, and I'll become a Knight of the Crown, or Knight of the Crown.
I wouldn't miss it, Gala.
Indeed. I shall be there to witness your crowning.
This hasn't been what I thought it would be, and I mean, I've been stuck with it for so long. I never thought I thought I'd be trapped in it all, but with you guys around it, I feel like there is still some hope. So thank you. So
And
that's what's happening for you in 2 days.
Binnick will deal with that in a moment.
On the way there, Malcolm, is there like a armor shop I can swing in to pick up some scale mail?
Yes. Well, we'll just make it simple. If you have the gold pieces, just match it according to the player's handbook and take that gold off, and you can have your scale armor. We'll just do it that way.
Thank you. I believe it's 50 is what I looked up.
Okay, well, whatever it is, if you have 50 gold pieces. Okay, so you're welcomed into Lord Simonder's estate. I bet they know you well enough now. And says, Gala, how was your last few days as a citizen but not a knight of this realm been?
Very interesting. Like I said, I first time really being in the city on my own, and people aren't what I thought they'd be in both sides of the realm, if you know what I mean.
Of course, of course. Now listen, sister. As you know, there is the King's um, games coming up soon. I'm required. I mean, at the end of the day, I just want to be a soldier that protects royalty. But given my past, given my history, I get all these extra responsibilities as well, and I find myself being a knight. It feels like a more politician, I guess would be the right word, than a knight. But this is my lot, and that's fine. Now, I've got numerous things to prepare for the King's Games. I was wondering if you could do me a little favor.
Certainly, it's always never a bad idea to give your future boss a favor.
Okay, this is the first and last time you're going to call me boss, okay? Sir
Chief.
or Lord would be fine.
I'm sorry, Lord Simonder. I do try to forget myself.
All right, sister. So this is what I'm going to need you to do. I'm
And it's to keep
required...
my lady.
My lady.
I am of a noble house as well, Lord
Fair enough.
Simonder.
My lady. What I'm going to require you to do is go to the... Tomorrow morning would be fine. To go to the Royal Stud Farm and pick up my steed. I'm going to be part of the royal procession, accompanying the king, the queen, and the princess, and I'm required to look the part. So you could please pick up my steed from the Royal Stud Farm and return it to me tomorrow at some point would be most helpful.
And of course, you have some paperwork so they know which one or a name. Who do I talk to? And just the incidentals. So you don't have to give them to me, Malcolm. Just
Sure.
he can give me incidentals for it. So I have that. So I'm not walking in. I don't know who I'm looking. I'm wondering to give me a bad mare. You know.
Yeah, he gives you a piece of paper with the Mondor seal on it, the classic wax stamp. And yeah.
Yeah. And I go, I'll take care of this. I'll take care of this and get your horse to you. Bring it to here, or there's stables. You bring it to. Where am I bringing it to?
Just bring it to Mondavilla would be fine.
Certainly, sir.
All right.
Anything else I should know or I should prepare for?
Does
the knighting happen at the beginning or the end of the games too, by the way?
After the Battle of the Champions, which is the primary event. So normal games, lots of fun activities to do during the day. Then at the end, there's the King's Games with the Battle of the Champions. A winner will be declared, which for the past 10 years has been the king. And right after that, I will go to the Royal Palace and take care of the formalities.
Okay.
Miss Ivory, by the way, is her name. My horse's name.
Okay.
What's your passive insight, Gala?
Bad. Passive insight is it's 12. It's not terrible. It's not great.
He mentions Miss Ivory, then he kind of gets lost in thought, and his bald brow furrows, and he's obviously worried about something.
Is there something the matter, sir? You seem lost for a minute there. I'm not words.
Well, I guess I should mention this as well. There are rumors that there is some of the locals there. I'm sure it's just superstitious farming types, but this word of some type of witchcraft happening in that area as well. Dark rituals, even. But imagine it's just the imagination of the locals. But I guess I'd feel remiss if I didn't mention this to you. I'm sure it's nothing, but just keep it in mind.
I'll handle myself, and I think fine. Thank you for the knowledge, though.
I'm sure it's nothing, but good day to you, Lady Gala.
Good day, Lord.
And he also mentions Lord Rumblin, is the person who you'd get the horse from. Okay.
And-
One more thing. Okay, so you'll gather at Gorso Manor, or meet up with Gala once again, and start heading toward. Oh, Vinnick.
Yes.
You want to jump over to voice channel 2 with me?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, probably good just to whisper in Discord.
Hello.
So what you looking for? Well, just roll me a d20 in chat. We won't mention that it's a stealth roll and work out what your stealth is.
Sorry, and you say roll in chat? What do you mean by that?
Like, go to roll 20 and
Oh, okay.
type what I type.
Okay.
Type that.
Okay.
That way other people won't see it.
Okay.
Someone's going to notice that. What is your stealth modifier, Jeff?
Stealth modifier is, what is it? Find it on here, +3.
+3. That's a 6, right? So that's terrible.
It
I'm-
is terrible.
I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna invite Randall back, and he's gonna notice you trying to sneak out. Okay,
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Randall, voice channel 2.
Oh,
crap.
no!
What did I do?
Stealth roll, I
It's
think.
like detention, right? Voice channel 2. Oh no, anywhere but there. So you all settled down for the night. You notice all of your companions kind of fall into an immediately deep sleep, Josh. They're, as you know, as a player, they're exhausted. I imagine you're worried about Christophilus, and
Fair, yeah.
you go and stretch your legs and leave the main Grosso village just to stretch your legs and maybe just do something different than constantly worry about Christophilus. And as you're standing kind of among the trees, notice Vinnick leaving Gorso Manor, and he's looks as if he's trying to sneak out to go somewhere. And you notice him, but Vinnick, you do not notice Randall looking at you. What do you guys do?
I don't notice him, so I'm gonna continue moving in the direction that I was slipping out.
Sure.
I'm going to be somewhat concerned, number one, because last time we separated like this, he ended up dead. So I'm just going to follow him to make sure that nothing's going to like come after him and just be kind of in pursuit.
Okay, so make me a stealth roll as you follow Vinnick.
Okay.
Josh,
I am not probably in armor at this point in time, so
to be fair, yeah.
I'm going to. I guess I could roll this at just regular stealth.
Yep.
Normal roll.
Yeah, and I'm
Oops.
pretty sure that beats your passive perception, Vinnick.
Yes, it does.
So Vinnick, what do you do?
Well, I was trying to make sure that I was not being seen or heard, and probably am trying to observe if somebody's observing me. But given that I have not, I'm going to think that the next great, all right, I was successful,
Sure.
and So I'm going to slip out of the manor into the street, road, whatever.
And do you want to whisper to me in Discord what exactly you're looking for? Like, there's
Uh,
levels of things, right?
yes. Let's see, Discord. Let me just go back to my messages here.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go to where I might find that, where I think I would find that.
Probably over here, outside the sea gate.
Okay. So I'm
Because of
making my
the
way.
reason I just gave you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Say again. Oh yes. Okay. Perfect. Yep. That was exactly what I was thinking. Okay. So I'm still trying to observe, make sure that
I
at this
think
point,
I
not
think
necessarily my party, but no one else is watching me.
well, I think at this point then you can make an active perception check, looking to beat an 18 to notice Randall following you.
All right. Let's see. Ooh.
Yeah? You're being
So,
followed by Randall.
okay. Okay. All right. Well, the good news is, I haven't done anything yet, so that's so I'm like, oh, uh, I don't know how far away Randall is. I mean, is he like 20 feet away, 10 feet
Sure.
away?
I'd be a reasonable, yeah, a little reasonable distance away.
Okay. Let's see. I think what I will do I know that it's Randall, or do I just know that I'm being followed?
With a 23, you know it's Randall. That's a good roll. You know
Okay.
it's Randall.
So I hold up and I turn and look in his direction. I'm sure he's in the shadows. So I'm like, Randall, is that you?
It is I, Vinnick. Why are you out by yourself like this? I'm kind of just saw you go off, and I didn't want to be by yourself since a couple of days ago you got jumped, and I want to make sure you had some support.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. I definitely appreciate that. I have that was a very unfortunate event. Definitely drilled into my mind, but I'm very fine, and this is something I need to do, and I need to I need to do it alone. So
Oh, so are you going to the bathroom or something? There were some fine bathrooms, I'm sure, in the manor. I mean, they hadn't probably been cleaned in ages, but I can get Cordarius on that. That way, I don't have a problem with the bathroom.
so Venick does chuckle. He's like, "Ha, yeah, not something like that. This is it is personal, but it's different, and I just I would prefer that I just leave it at that. Um, can I trust you that you will make your leave and allow me to do my personal thing?"
If as long as you're okay, I don't have much of an issue. I just hate for you to be by yourself. Last
Oh,
time,
I do appreciate that. In fact, I don't want to trouble you, but you will make your way back to the manor. I promise you, I will be back within the hour.
right? Well, if you're not back within an hour, I'm going to come looking back for you just to make sure.
That is very fair. I appreciate it. I will stand and watch Randall until I can't see him anymore.
And do you return to the mansion?
Yeah.
People in the mansion belong in voice channel 1. So off you go,
Yeah.
sunshine.
Darn it.
All right. So you head out of the sea gate. Make me a survival check if you like.
Survival check.
You find a plump, juicy rat
Nice.
alive.
I will. Okay, perfect. Good. So I will. I'm still looking. I don't want other people to see me do this because I'm obviously. I know that it's different. Whatever you want to say. So. But so I'll seek some kind of shadow, whatever, and devour said live rat. And is there? I can't remember. Is there? Would there be benefit for me to eat more than one?
Oh no. It's just
Nope.
like a constant scratch you need to itch.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
so effectively, remember you roll a 1d2 each day, but since a live rat is worth 4, your hunger score is 10. So no problem.
Okay.
You
All right.
stealth
Sorry
and you
about
go.
watching the whisper thing. I might just do it in Discord so I don't screw that up accidentally
Sure.
again.
Well,
So
keep this in mind, right? Because there's going to be a constant problem with you, and I imagine the longer Vinnick wants to keep it secret from his party, the better, because kind of embarrassing.
it is embarrassing. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Back to the other voice channel.
All right. Sounds good.
I logged in was with the facial recognition.
She got annoyed enough and said, "I'm turning this off." That's awesome.
Got Jeff back. Oh, Jeff's still on voice channel 2 all by himself. Oh, here he
He's
is.
back.
Here he is. Okay, so there we go. The DM will say no more about whatever the hell that was.
I
Okay,
just
so
didn't know he would turn it within an hour.
he did. He did. Yeah.
Okay.
So Gala goes and meets Lord Signmonder. Had that conversation.
And then we head back and we're heading up to Shimagami's thing. Shimagami, it's your lead away. It's yours.
Right, not quite yet. Leave the. I'm just whispering that. So I just whispered something to someone.
Oh, as I lead towards Simonder, or when is this happening?
Right here, just as you're about to leave the noble area, just on the edge of the gate there.
How about myself?
No? Party's with you?
I'm gonna say, everyone, hold up for a second, and I'm gonna go wander towards the sound where I heard that sound.
Okay, you wander.
I'm just gonna wait up a second. I'm just gonna walk away. Just if they want to follow, they can. But
You. Sorry, I'm going to take another player to voice channel 2. Daniel, voice channel 2.
all right.
It's the secrets.
Yeah.
Voice channel
You
2.
started this all. It's your fault.
So it's an unusual voice. It's very airy. It doesn't quite sound human. It's like, Gala, we have something for you.
I'm gonna have my hand at the sword
Gala.
ready, and I'm gonna kind of just walk, not like full out, like I'm gonna attack, but like this is kind of odd. And I'm gonna look back at the group of people and see if they're paying attention to me where I'm at. And do they still are they watching me? Because I told them to hold up. Are they watching me or?
Yeah, we'll say they're watching you.
All right. How far away am I away from them?
About 50 feet.
About 50 feet. All right.
Gala.
I'm gonna say I'll go no further. What? Who is this?
Gala, we remember you. We have something for you. You look around. There's
All right.
no body no person you can see making this odd request.
All right, I'm gonna call out to Turiel and the group.
Okay, let's go back and we'll just pick it up from there.
Is that character level or is that class level?
Class level.
Class level. Yeah, unfortunately, if you multi-class, it really puts a hindrance on it.
Yep.
So you see Gala kind of follow along the south side of this old wall here. And I'm going to say that the things you heard, Gala, no one else heard.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna call out to him and saying, we're gonna call Turiel over to me, and I'm gonna walk like halfway back towards Turiel.
So I'm
And,
confused. Are you walking off, or are you?
I'm walking towards you guys, and I'm saying I'm motioning you guys to come toward closer.
All right.
Okay.
I will go closer.
Say, there's something strange calling me down here. I'm not sure what it is. There's no one I can see around, and I don't want us to be too far from each other. But I don't know if you guys heard. Did you guys hear anything calling me? My name?
Randall's
I
going
heard
to
nothing.
I haven't heard anything either.
Say, stay here. I'm going to go further down, but keep an eye out for me if anything happens. I want to investigate this by myself, but I want you guys to know that there might be something happening.
Hold on 1 sec. Just let me focus on this for a second, and I'm going to use my divine sense.
Or
No
I should have done that.
celestial, no fiend, no undead presence that you can detect.
Well, I'm not detecting any celestials, fiends, or undead, so just be cautious. Can anybody form a mind link with her?
I don't think I have a mind link. I could. Oh no, that's. Never mind. That's my other character.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I understand, I do too, but I fear if we all go down there, it will disappear, and there's something I need to find. And so
I could send. Would it be safe for Owly? I could send Owly with you, and as long as it's not more than 100 feet away, I could see through Owly's eyes. Or Timely.
I'll
I
just
already
call
forgot.
send Alley up and just keep a lookout that way. That's not. I mean, you can see all around then.
And he says,
Okay.
"Woohoo! I'll keep an eye on him, no problem. Woohoo!" And he hovers and keeps an eye on him. Her, sorry.
And then Gala will head down there and follow the sound.
So as you see in Whisper, as it keeps on calling to you, and
Okay.
it leads you a little bit along the kind of the inside of the old wall here, like to about there. And can you make me a history check, please, Gala?
Oh. Click, double click here, click there. I'm going to.
It's disadvantage because we're exhausted level 1.
Oh, is it disadvantage? Oh, I didn't know those were all disadvantage too. All right, well, I'm not going to do anything then.
Yeah, five, not good enough. So the voice continues to call to you like, Gala, Gala, we have something for you. And the voice eventually cuts out when you get to the position I showed you on the map. And you see some strange writings on the inside of the wall. It's a language you don't recognize, though.
Okay. I'm going to copy down the symbols I see, and so I can make a copy of what it looks like.
Sure.
And it's on the wall.
It's on the inside of the wall, like just almost like graffiti. Would have been hard to spot without the voices, but there's definitely some scratchings at the base of the old wall. Should be very easily missed, but the voices seem to direct you to them.
Okay. I'm going to let me see. Oh, okay, over by 96 is Alley of Menace. I'm like, this isn't the Alley of Menace, isn't it? All right. So never mind. So after I'm done copying them down, I'm gonna look around and I'm gonna say, is this what you had for me?
Silence.
Silence. All right. And then I'm going to make another copy and just take one of like what looks like one word out of the saying and write that separately on another piece of paper. So like
So
what would be like one word in that weird language. And
okay.
then I'm gonna head back. So I'm gonna put that in my pocket that's got the whole message, and then just the one word, or it looks like it's one word, on another piece of paper, and head back out. Head to the group.
Sure.
I'm gonna say, thanks for avoiding. Thanks for indulging me in my caution. There was a voice calling me that you couldn't hear. It led me to a wall that had this written on it. And I'm gonna hold a note up that's got a weird language. And anyone read this language, and I'm gonna hand this note out to everyone to see.
Anybody wishes to make a history check? None of you know the language, by the way, in case before you even ask. I checked. Can you all make me a history check at disadvantage? Except for Randall.
Yeah, that's okay. Randall doesn't know how to read anyway.
Disadvantage.
I'm so tired. I don't remember my history.
We're all consistent though. Look at there.
Oh, Zenek, natural 20 and a 2. So close, Zenek, so close. None of you have a clue what these strange glyphs mean.
I'll say another mystery I need to figure out. There was those gnolls that attacked me at the Alley of Menace, and now on your voices you can all hear. I need to investigate further as time permits. Turiel, do you know anyone that would be a master in languages that would be able to know what this is?
Oh, let's see. I was just seeing if I don't know. Is Mistral Mistal, is she a linguist?
Let's have a look. Mistal did
On
not go to
comprehend
the ball.
language.
Does she have comprehend languages? No, she doesn't. And history is intelligence, I think. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, let's have a look, Mistal. No idea.
Okay. Oh, another 7.
Yeah. I'll say it's curious. Shimigami, do you if we have time when we come back and go back to the Red Cloaks, I'd like to follow up with the gnolls as well, if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, the 7s.
Mighty 7. Okay, so you proceed along Seaside Road, leave the fish gate. The harbour is relatively empty at the moment. You assume all the fishermen are out doing fisherman things, leaving at ungodly hours of the morning, which now it is not. And you go through the main road in the seabed. It's pretty much just a dirt, dusty road that gets muddy during the winter months. Not nearly as bad as the shanties, but still a poorer area of the towns. And you see the place that Nethel Wester directed you to, this house here, and we'll say you're standing like 50 feet away from it. What do you do?
Sorry, Malcolm. My internet keeps going in and out. What did we see?
I'm going to say you see the house that Nethel Wester directed you to, and I'll say you're 50 feet out if you want to approach cautiously or just walk on in, let me know.
Yeah, when I get within range, I'm going to do my divine sense again.
Can you bring up divine sense? Because you will get a ping. I just want to make sure I get the right description. Another type.
I can detect good or evil.
And this
Oh, and
is going to
also
work.
any ground that's been consecrated or desecrated.
It's not consecrated or desecrated for that matter.
It's funny because this description here is a little bit different from the one in here. It says, as an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
You do get the ping of undead. You know the type, right? But not its identity. So you get vampire for Von Strad. Skeletons. It's pinging skeletons, and you see the window of Drax's place, and every so often you get a ping of the undead. So you get the sense that there's skeletons in there and they're wandering around. And you, as you can, they're not behind total cover when they're behind the window, you get the impression that there's undead wandering around inside of the house of the skeletal variety.
Hold up, everybody. I'm getting a sense that there's undead skeletons in there. Perhaps if anybody has anything that works on them, you might want to get what you need ready, because I'm sure they're not going to appreciate me kicking in the front door.
Oh, snap the scythe into existence. Finally. I don't have to hold back. There'll be no repercussions for killing something that's undead. Right, Mr. Lawgiver?
Sounds fine to me.
I will prepare protection from evil and good upon opening / kicking in the door.
Hey, hold on a second.
On
I'm going
myself.
to switch to Malcolm real quick.
Yeah, okay.
God, I spell terribly.
That's right.
Yeah. It's real quick. There's something that's about my character that we talked about. I'm just gonna
Ah,
remind you, or that I know, and blah blah blah. But there's a condition that can happen. How would you rule that? Would I still have to roll? I'm fine if you still want me to do that, and it doesn't anyone give me the other benefits. That's fine.
that. Hmm. Eh,
You want to go to chat real quick and talk it out real fast?
yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
Daniel's in detention now.
I gotta get back to the chat group.
Check myself.
Not a principal.
Oh, spending a lot of time over here. Yeah, so afraid of undead, but you're thinking about casting protection from good and evil?
Yeah, I had this spell, and I was just looking at it. I'm like, well, I might as well cast this spell because we know in advance pre-buff, And I went, oh crap! It says they can't be frightened. I want to know how Malcolm feels about it because I don't really care. I don't care if the spell, if I can be frightened by undead specifically, and there's a writer on the spell, and so I get the benefit. I get advantage on everything else, and I get advantage on trying to break the fear condition because if you cast it after someone is frightened, they get advantage to try to lose the frightened condition.
Um, The thing is, like, it's fun to have characters with weaknesses. I think that's a good thing. And this kind of negates. You could just do this all the time, right? And not be afraid.
I didn't even
And
realize that until right now. That's why I'm asking.
it's up to you ultimately because it's your character. But I think, um, uh, maybe you cast that, but you're still afraid of them.
I still have
I
to roll to be roll to not be afraid of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be better because, as I said,
Yeah.
it's interesting to have characters with a weakness, and if this thing just completely disregards that weakness, then I don't
Yeah.
think that's as
Well,
fun.
I don't want to do that. That's why I was just making sure. I don't want someone saying, "Well, a player that must be like, well, let's figure it out then. Let's figure it out in advance." I won't be casting this very often, probably either, and I'll probably already cast it after I am frightened, and it gives me advantage to try to overcome the fear then if I am afraid. So it's one of those things that could do that for me, but it's still I'd have to roll, and it'd be specifically only for undead fiends or undead. Actually, undead,
Undead.
all of it. Yeah, undead. Cool. That
Okay.
sounds good then.
Okay. All right. So let's. So you're gonna roll for it now, or
Well, when I see them, should I roll now or should I roll later we enter into it? It's
just
up to
roll
you.
now?
What do you think?
Just roll now, and you can role play it as appropriate.
Okay, I will. Where is it at? It's wisdom saving throw, I believe. All right. All right, that's the best roll you could get.
Right. So I'll let you do with that as you will. But you're gonna
All
cast
right,
protection from good and evil regardless, right?
yes, but I'll be afraid when I see them. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm back, and Gala's back. Okay. So, Kracion is a brib. Oh,
No, I'm here.
yes. Okay, cool. So, Kracion casts protection from good and evil for some advantages against the undead, as does Gala. Is that correct?
I do. I'm not Shimigami. You doing the same?
What?
I'm casting protection from good and evil. You said you had the spell too. I didn't know if we were asking if you were casting it.
I have it, but I'm not casting it. I'm going to do something else.
Okay, so it's just Bass and Gala who cast protection from good and evil. So you're concentrating on that. It lasts for 10 minutes, so you can cast it well in advance. Okay, what do you guys do?
Are you guys ready?
Charge.
I'll
Yep.
draw a sword.
Let's do it.
All right.
Go
I'm going to
up.
walk up to the door. I'm going to exclaim, "Unnatural creatures, I know you're inside. Allow me to read you a passage from Shinigami 316 that says I just kicked your ass." I'm going to kick in the door.
Okay. So you kick in the door. Feel free to reposition yourself as appropriate. It's got you nicely stacked up, which is really the case. And you open the kick in the door, Shinigami, and you see some skeletal figures dressed in robes. Toriel, can you make me an Arcana check?
All right. At a disadvantage.
Yes, at disadvantage, yeah. They strangely look like magical, what a magic user would wear. Like their arcane robes. And as Shinigami kicks in the door, all these voiceless skeletons turn and look at you. And
Roll for
Huh.
initiative.
Be careful, Shinigami. They don't look like run-of-the-mill skeletons.
oh, shall let me put up the initiative tracker. Would Aaron be along for this journey, Kayla?
Yeah. I'll drag him over.
I got him. I thought I had him.
Thank you.
Ooh, look at the nat 20s.
Oh, look at that.
There it
What?
is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aw.
This was,
Oh,
was my session yesterday with Malcolm. I think for the whole session, like my whole group ended up rolling like 13 or 14 natural 20s. It was insane yesterday.
you took out my big bad, didn't you? Thanks for that.
No problem.
Okay, Shinigami. Boom. I assume everybody's in. Shouldn't be there. Okay, Shinigami kicks in the door. And Gala, you see what looks like to be skeletal figures dressed in arcane robes. What do you do?
I don't see Vinnick in the initiative.
I rolled. Did it not come up?
Vinnick
I
6,
think it
okay.
puts you in the actual initiative.
Oh.
I got you, Vinnick. 6 is pretty
Thank you.
bad, but we got you there, buddy. I got you.
Right.
Okay, Gala, what do you do?
Gala, she doesn't like. She backs away when she sees the skeletons, and you can tell there's a look of horror on her face, and she just kind of backs away over here so she doesn't see them anymore. Over here towards Orion, and you can tell she's frightened. Walking away, saying, I just kind of mumbling like shivering almost, going away.
What's happening? What's going on? Says Orin.
She's just going to point. She's going to say, kind of point and say the undead, and just like she can't look over in that direction. Points for him.
Yeah, okay, so it's okay, Gala. I got you. We'll deal with this. Okay, I got you. And he kind of puts a reassuring arm around you just to try and help you out.
At the end of my turn, I'll roll that.
Okay, cool. Shinigami, your strong female companion turns and runs, but there's still some skeletons in there. What do you do?
Bonus action, divine favor.
To remind me what divine favor does.
Oops. That was supposed to be the description.
Okay, cool. So concentrating. Okay, nice spell. So +1. Let's remember that. Okay, cool.
Probably a poor position to put myself in, but I'm going to go there, and I will whack on this guy here.
Cool. You swing your longsword, and it looks as if it's going to hit, but then an arcane kind of shimmering appears around the skeletals, but then you whack your sword again, and you just pierce through, doing an additional 15 points of damage. Nice. The skeleton almost crumbles, but maintains its position.
Not that I don't appreciate it, but how does the 15 come about? Are you 11 slashing, and I assumed you wanted to use the divine?
Oh, sorry.
12.
You're right. You rolled
It's
a
a
1,
D4.
so it should be 12. That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 12. Yeah, sorry, I added the one-handing and two-handing, yeah. Thanks for being honest. Okay, great. So one of them hits. The skeleton crumbles a little bit. You break some of its rib cage, but it stays standing. And then ghostly eyes, empty sockets turn towards you. Is that your turn, Shinigami?
That is.
It reaches forward, both of its hands. Oh, which one is this? This one shuffles over next to you as well, and its ghostly hands go and try and wrap around your neck. But you parry it across with your longsword. That's an 8. That's going to miss. Oren says, Lady Gala, do you want me to stay here or go in? Tell me what to do. Step out of this.
She's gonna hold on his arm and say, "Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment."
All right, I got you. And he'll provide support as best he can. Randall, what do you do?
I'm gonna look back to see Gala kind of fearfully back. I got you, my lady. And I will run. Is this window open?
Yeah. You could jump through the window if you like.
I would. Why not? Let's jump through the window. Oh
An
my!
acrobatics
there's actually a bunch of
check.
things here. Hey, fun.
Acrobatics to do a nice little barrel roll through there. I was hoping for a 1 for something interesting would happen. But no, you jump through the window, do a nice little barrel roll and come up right next to that skeleton. Nice move.
All
Oh,
right. and I will
disadvantage
hit-
on that acrobatics.
Nope. Randall's not at disadvantage.
Oh, Randall's
that's
not. That's right.
Good looking out, though.
And then I will see, like, oh my god, there's a bunch of things in here. And there's initial fear that hits him, and then he says, I gotta get strong, gotta be strong. And when I do that, I will giant smite. And go in for the attack.
17 with the long sword. Once again, the shimmering force field appears around them, but your long sword pierces through. So that's a hit.
And I'm hitting the one that's directly next to Shinigami. So who is
This guy here.
Yep.
Okay.
So that is 6, and then I also roll a d6 on this. Yeah.
Another 1 point of damage as your massive longsword cracks across the back of this skeletal creature, and it just doesn't react. No emotions from it whatsoever.
Oh my. Okay. That's my turn.
This one tries the same thing on you, Shinigami. It reaches out some ghostly hands to try and strangle you. And it rolls a 19, which I assume hits Shinigami. Yes, it does.
Yep.
And it goes, bzz, and it shocks you for a second. You take 3 points of lightning damage. And then its hands gets released around your neck, and it goes to lunge for you again. Toriel on the outside looking in. Shinigami, you're oh, that should have been at disadvantage, actually, shouldn't it? So that was a 15 then at disadvantage. And a 15.
Oh, then a 15 misses.
Got a
Yes.
plus 2 to
Doesn't protection from good and evil make disadvantage against attacks?
Shinigami doesn't have it. He didn't cast it. It's just
Oh.
Alia and Bess.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that was divine favor.
Oh, so divine favor goes down. Oh, yes, sorry, you're right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you guys following the rules, which is great. Toriel, stuff is going down inside. What do you do?
All right. I'm gonna pivot over here, get a better sight of what's going on, and I'm just gonna do a firebolt on. Let's see, this one right here,
Okay.
and here we go.
The firebolt comes, but it hits this weird arcane shield, and the firebolt dissipates harmlessly.
Oh, those dicks. All right. All right. I will stay right there.
Okay. A skeletal apprentice you didn't notice before comes out from the bedroom behind you. And in return, it conjures some fire in its hands and shoots it at you, Randall, and rolls a natural 1, so that's going to miss. Okay. This one is going to try and strangle you as well, Randall, but it's reaching around for your neck. And rolls a natural 20. There we go. You take 7 points of lightning damage. This electricity courses through your body.
Except he thinks he hits me.
Oh?
Yep, Raggy, here it comes.
By an attack roll, you need to evoke the rune and choose a different creature. The chosen the same rather. Okay, so the lightning. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. If I roll a 4, it's gonna kill the one on the lowest hit points. It doesn't. I'm gonna say this. It recoils up to this one, and this one takes the 7 points of lightning damage, which they have no immunity to. Okay, so the lightning courses backwards, completely the wrong way. Okay, nice. Evoking the Cloud Rune. Bess, you're up.
Question for you, Malcolm, since these are skeletons and they've been damaged. No blood, right?
Nope, skeletons don't bleed.
All right.
I'm
Bass
sure
will take
Dylan
a
would confirm that.
Bass will take a calm approach inside. Those of you that have been in combat with him that sees when he goes crazy, it's kind of odd. Not before I taunt Agalia. Oh, you are the noblest with the silverest of silver spoons raised, huh? It's just a little undead. Get it together. And we'll take a scythe swing on this guy. Or not. 14.
Brushes off this arcane energy around it.
And I'll step out of the way for people.
Okay, swinging around. The one in the corner sees you enter, conjures fire in its hands and shoots one at you. It's an 18 to hit. Does that hit?
Disadvantage?
Because, yeah, with your thing, it's a 7
Protection
then.
from good and evil?
7, that's going to
Miss.
miss. Okay, Vinnick, finally.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go over. Oh my God, look at those guys. So that's a window that I'm at now. Is that right? It's on a door, right?
This is a window right here, yep.
Okay, I'm going to go through the door.
Go.
Oh, sorry. This is the bad guy here, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I am not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to swing my short sword. There we go.
Hey, Vinnick, every time I see your token, I realize what a handsome guy you used to be, but now you look like crap.
You aged me really well.
That's a swing and a miss. Doesn't even connect with its arcane defenses to get so it's a miss.
I got excited and missed. Okay. That's all I can do.
Gala! Oren says, get it together, Gala! Our friends are endangered! Go!
Yeah. Gayla's gonna take a breathe real quick, and she's gonna say, I'm no longer a little girl. I'm no longer a little girl." And she's gonna cast, not as a bonus action, her celestial revelation to bring her wings out, and then she's gonna fly into the room to right there, and swing at this guy right here.
Okay, cool.
It gives me a +2 to damage if I hit.
Okay.
So she's gonna fly in with her wings and swing her longsword at that monster right there. And I'll use a luck point to re-roll that.
11 is going to miss. And
Yeah.
23 is going to hit. Piercing through its arcane defenses, you hack into it as you hear bones break under your longsword.
And I do this, and I'm gonna do a divine smite. That's the damage, I think, right?
3?
Yeah,
Is it
3
one
damage.
hand? 3 damage, okay.
One hand is a 3 damage, and then I'm gonna do a divine smite on top of that. And I'm new at a paladin, so how much is a divine smite?
If it's set
2d4.
for 2d6.
2d8, excuse me.
2d6, isn't it?
Oh, it's
Oh, that
2d8.
was an 8.
Thought it was
Is it
2d8, but since they're undead, I thought it was 3d8.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
there's a
Right. If
special
it's
thing.
d8, you're right. D8. If you cast it at first level, they'll be 2d8, but they're undead, so 3d8.
So she uses 2, 3. They're weird. Sorry.
Hey, that's terrible.
Ouch.
Awful.
So your divine might going through it. The creature takes it.
All right.
Okay,
So-
but back in the game.
Oh, which
Shinigami.
takes 2 more damage because of my radiant transformation. Does that kill it?
Disappears, clatters into a pile of bones and nothing more. So you
Her
got the
energy flies, and she unleashes all of her frustration into it, and it blows up. Yeah. All right. Cool.
nice, yeah. And just robes and bones, nothing else. Okay, Shinigami.
Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is we're just gonna whack at it.
Arcane shield blocks it.
Okay. Um. And then bonus action. I'm going to try and telekinetically shove this guy.
It's a strength saving throw, I believe. He rolls a 7.
DC 13.
So this guy?
Strength saving throw DC 13. This guy right here.
So he gets pushed back like that into the coal pile. A little bit dust pops up. Okay, now Shinigami. That's your turn.
Is my turn.
Arn is going to... Hey, Gayla, do you want me in there?
I'm just going to motion him to stay back.
Okay, he's going to stay back and take the dodge action. Randall. Jumbo Randall.
Jumbo Randall's going to take a step over. That way he doesn't flank Shinigami over there, just in case. And try to draw the attention, as he is definitely the elephant in the room. And we'll swing at the one on top.
Okay.
That's pushed up against the wall.
17 hits. Break through its arcane shield. Oh, nice roll. 13 points of damage.
Another d6 on top of that.
Boom! You crush it in one mighty blow. Down it goes.
All right, and I'm going to continue the assault over there, as I'll position myself right there, and yeah, I will action surge.
Sure. Another swing. Oh, hits again. Nice.
All right, and that's 11 points of damage, and I've already rolled my giant smite, so I only get it once per turn.
Well, fortunately, 11 points of damage is enough, and you crush another one. Hey,
Right,
nice.
my turn.
Yeah, excellent turn. Okay, did I feel I missed someone. Okay. Bess, this thing reaches round, cold, lifeless hands, wraps him around your neck. At disadvantage is a 6. Skeletons aren't smart. I'm going to say the skeletons aren't smart, not that the DM forgot it. Okay, Toriel. Safe outside for now. $18 firebolt. That is going to hit. Can't hear you if you're monologuing.
Sorry, I was on mute. 3 points of damage then.
Against this one here?
Yes.
Okay, the firebolt hits. It takes. It's still barely hanging on to life, but it is hanging on.
Just for flavor, I'm going to try to slam it up against the wall with my kinetic shove.
Sure.
DC 13 strength save.
16. 16. So.
Never mind. No.
Nice flavor add, though. Okay. This skeleton lumbers out of what you assume is a bedroom. Just going to try and grapple Gayla. Gayla making it. I'll tell you what you need to roll. Ooh, 16. So I need you to make an athletics check at disadvantage, DC 16, Gayla.
I have protection for good and evil. Does that make it a wash? Because its attacks are at disadvantage towards me. Is it attacking me? No, it's a grapple, so it's different. This wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was trying to figure out how it would matter. Ooh, 1 and a 4.
It grabs you and you're going to tumble down some stairs. You take 1 point of tumble damage, and it drags you down the stairs, and you both fall down into the basement.
Fall down, go boom. Oh! Cool.
Shit. Which I have to
Should I roll
reorganize.
again, by the way?
Yeah, I think that this would scare me. No, so
Sounds
to get the
great.
right initiative order.
Well, if you have protection from good and evil, you can't be frightened.
We're not going to worry about what you're talking about. Whatever you're talking about doesn't make any sense to me. So, anyways, there we go. All right.
All right. So
Constitution for my
Sure.
my concentration. I keep my concentration.
Okay, that's something at least. Okay, so that's what it does. It takes you and drags you down the stairs. This creature is going to hurl some fire energy at you, and wow, that's a roll for the ages. I'll put it in Discord.
It gets a disadvantage, so I'm hoping we see that in Discord.
Oh, double
And
now.
now, real quick. Oh wow, that's awesome.
Okay, so it comes in and since that's so bad, I'm going to say it does hits his friend in the back of the head. There we go. Well, the one's going all around, so one of them takes a fireball to the back of the head. Okay, this one is going to try and put its skeletal hands around your neck, and at disadvantage it rolls a 12. So good for now. Bass, all you see is Gala tumbling down the stairs in the grasp of one of these skeletons.
Do I hear the commotion of firebolts go off as well?
Make a perception check. I know your perception checks isn't great, but let's have a look.
I don't.
Oh.
So attack on the skeleton in front of me then with the scythe.
Sure.
No.
All gone. It's horribly wrong for just a moment. Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Finnick, why don't you make me a perception check?
Perception. There we go.
All you know is she fell down the stairs in the grasp of a skeleton, so do your decisions based on that.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Bass and Randall and go, I'm going after Gayla. I think she needs our help, and I think that you guys got this skeleton. So I'm gonna disengage.
Cool.
And I will go down the stairs.
Okay, you can get, say, 25 feet to there. So you got 5 more feet left of movement.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yeah, this doesn't look good. Since I disengaged, I don't have an action, right? That was essentially my action.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to. I can. It doesn't look like a way I can block them or shield Gayla. So I'll just move to there, and that's what I'll do. I'll end my turn.
Okay. 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 Vinnick, very cool. Another fireball coming in your direction. Firebolt. At disadvantage rolls a 15, Gala. Just barely holding on.
Alright, so this one's got me grappled, right?
I'll say the grapple ended as you crashed down the stairs. So, no.
Okay. Then I'm going to move here and let the opportunity attack from that one happen.
Okay. I think I got the wrong thing on you. Okay, opportunity attack from the skeleton.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage. It's got a short sword it's going to use. At disadvantage, it's a 6.
And she's going to go You're gonna be saying no, 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 and you're gonna hear her kind of like freaking out, Vinnick, and
Going
she's
back up the
going.
stairs?
"Well," no, she's not gonna go. That guy's blocking the stairs, so I can't get past it, right?
Oh, you can go up the stairs if you want. These are the stairs
Oh.
here.
No, all those are stairs there. I'm gonna go to the corner here. I'm not gonna go the stairs because I can't actually go there because I can't get closer to these creatures because I have to go around to get there.
Oh, well, you're a mess, Gala.
Around and I can't move closer, so I'm just gonna move back. That's fine. It's 14 back.
Okay, cool.
Go to the corner and I'll attack it at disadvantage.
Sure.
See if I can hit it. 10.
Nope, cannot.
And then we'll roll this regularly for the end of my turn.
All right, got it. Yeah, it says you caught 1 to 2. It's Gala. Gonna go for Vinnick. A blast of fire comes at you, and a 16. Does that hit you, Vinnick? I think it does.
Yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
3 points of fire damage. Shinigami at the top of the stairs.
All right. I'm going to take a whack at this guy.
Sure. Guys, not rolling good tonight. That's a swing and a miss, Shinigami.
All right. If I step here, do I see any heads or anything down the stairs?
It's not with the angle, no.
Okay. All right. I'll just stay there then. Move back there, whatever.
Okay, once again, 1 to 2, it's Gala. It's Gala. Another firebolt comes shooting down the corridor. At disadvantage, it's a 7. That's a miss. Jumbo Randall. Jumbo Randall is telling us what he's doing to himself.
Bonus action unmute.
Excellent.
I was surveying if Jumbo Randall could fit into tiny hole.
Jumbo Randall could do so, but it would be difficult terrain.
Okay. Jumbo Randall is going to try to jump down tiny hole.
There you go, Jumbo. Oh, Jumbo
Whoop.
Randall. You're right there. And I'm going to say that takes all your movement to get there.
Okay. I don't see anything. All I see is blackness.
I see you on the map. Down here with us.
Well, it's dark
maybe
down there,
refresh.
Randall. No, it's dark down there.
I have dark vision.
Do you? Huh.
I actually have 120 feet of dark vision.
What are you?
Noted.
Look,
It's actually, that was one of the kind of the, oh gosh.
Randall
that
sees
was one
too
of
much.
I don't want that much dark vision anymore. It's actually a passive thing for my rune.
Sure.
That's why that was the big thing when we went to level 3. All of a sudden, Randall could see at nighttime,
yeah,
and he was like, "Why can I see now in the dark, so to speak?" So
when we say
It's-
bridge, you're in the forest. That's right.
all right. Is that somebody like on top of me, or is that is after Gala? Is what I guess I see it.
Mhm. Yep.
All right, I'm going to take a swing at that one.
Okay.
Get away from her! Ugh.
That hits. Against which one? One straight
the
to
one
the
that's-
north?
Yeah, one that's, I guess, is it grappling her?
No, not
Is that the one
anymore,
that's-
but
okay.
she's well, yeah. She was carrying away from it. She looks like you regard and you smash it. Well, Randall, you are rolling well tonight. Another one smashed into smithereens.
Shinigami, as I call it there, Vass, we have more company.
and says, "Can't do it! I must protect my lady." And he comes rushing down the stairs and gets stuck behind Randall. "Get out the way!" Nowhere for him to go. He didn't get that far.
I'm sorry.
Okay, the one next to you, Bass, is going to try and wring your neck and rolls a natural 1. We'll just move on and ignore that. Toriel.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and move. Oh, Shinami's there. I'm going to move up to here and do. I'm going to try to grab the skeleton with a shocking grasp.
Sure. That hits. And it courses and then dies. So it definitely doesn't have a reaction now.
All right. And I'll, oops, I didn't mean to shut the door. I'll use the rest of my movement to hop in. And oh dear, I hear fighting downstairs. What does it take to light? Oh, is that a? Yeah, to light a torch. Is that an action or a bonus action or interaction?
I think that's an action. You have to get out the flint and put
Oh,
it all
gotcha.
together.
Okay.
But we'll give you
All
some.
right.
Oh, we'll get you some emitting some light. And I think that will be your turn.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That guy's dead. He won't get a turn. This guy's tired of missing Gala, so it's going to go for Vinnick. A firebolt comes at you, Vinnick. At 11, that's going to miss. Another one of these firebolts goes wide. Vinnick, this one's going to try and wring your neck. And it misses as well. Bass, this is one bad for the DM.
I will go down.
I can't. There's a whole conga line of people. You could push through to there, but that would be your total movement.
That'd be a dash.
No, just your movement.
Or
so.
just. Oh, that's fine. That's perfect.
Okay.
Yes, I've arrived at the party. And yeah, just a sight swing.
The one in front of you, I assume 17 hits. So you hack into it with a scythe.
10 damage. And those of you that have noticed again, once Bath has struck in per se blood, he's a normal Bass right now. The craziness is non-existent currently.
What's up with that? Vinnick.
All right. Vinnick is got some level of rage that's kind of occurring, and he's gonna try this.
Oh yeah, the Eldritch Blast definitely hits.
All right.
Is it the one in front?
Yeah, I didn't say which one. I'm sorry. This one.
It's gonna be disadvantaged.
That's true.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because
it's a ranged spell attack if you're doing the one in front.
Can I say it's the other one? Because I guess I would have known that, or would I know?
It just matters if someone's next to you. Doesn't really matter who you're targeting. Just the fact that this guy's next to you makes it disadvantage.
Okay, so I got to roll again, essentially.
Yep.
All right, so let me roll again. Do this. Kidding me?
8 plus 4, 12 misses. What the hell is Vinnick's casting Eldritch Blast for? He wasn't doing that before.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So you guys see like this energy come from my body and shoot out at me at the target, but missed. And I'd say somewhat level of surprise for Vinnick.
Yeah. Excellent. And as you're wondering what to do, as Gala's not being Gala-like, everybody gets paralyzed. to run away or do anything. But if you want to use it to
Actually, I'll be at disadvantage. So since I tried that and I noticed that it didn't work well, I will try a different attack now that I think of it. So I'm going to do a melee attack, and I'm going to swing at the one that's next to me, but I'll use my short sword.
Yep.
And here we go.
And technically, you get a whole other action, so you could cast a spell or all sorts of things. Still at disadvantage. I'm gonna. Oh no, not disadvantage. No, you're good.
Sure. That's a crit.
That is a crit.
Yeah.
Natural 20!
So,
Oh wow. There you go. Sorting it out. You crush it, and it falls
Nice.
to robes and bones.
all right.
Okay.
Let's see. I could do movement, so I'm going to, because that was just my action, right? So
Yeah.
I'm going to move over to this one that's been casting spells at us and engage him.
Sure.
So I'll be ready for next round.
Get up in his grill. Excellent. Speaking of getting up in his grill, I think Shinigami's away for a second, but oh, that's all right. Okay, because not quite his turn yet. Goes for your neck, Venick. Oh, rolls an 8. Oh my goodness, what's happening? You sway out of the way easily enough. Gala. Is Gala back?
Gala, you see her shake off a little bit of her terror, and she goes, "You can't keep doing this to me." And she's gonna run right past, right through. Hey, it's not moving. My character won't move. Right through Bast and charge up at this zombie right here, flying with her wings out extended, and she's going to attack it.
Nice.
Here we go. Oh, sweet.
Hit.
And do that damage, and then I'll Divine Smite again on it.
Nice. So 3d8. Oh,
Just to make it blow up.
it blows up. Little bone
Shattered.
fragments go everywhere. You're going to have to be picking up bone fragments from your hair later on, but down it goes.
Just say, not anymore. And then she'll move forward right there, so there's kind of like, just visually, there's more room to move past her.
Sure. Okay. They will shoot a firebolt at you at disadvantage, Gala. That rolls a 2. Alright, this protection from good and evil is working well. Shinigami! Is Shinigami back? He is back. Yep.
Yeah, I'm back. So, am I still not able to really get down the stairs?
No, you can get down the stairs. You can use your full
okay.
movement to get there. That's fine.
We'll get there, but I have no vision.
You have dark vision?
I think Warforged does.
You.
No, I don't think they do, actually.
No? Oh.
So that's what you see.
Wait.
You know Toriel's coming soon with a torch.
All right, then I'll hold an action. As soon as I can see a bad guy, I will use my telekinetic shove.
Okay. So holding an action. And I tell you what. I'm going to give you temporary vision. It's going to say that because it's casting fireball. And it's going to light up for a second. Oomph. Just for a second, Shinigami. That's what you see.
Okie doke. Oh, you want me to do it now?
Yeah. It's
Okay,
your prepared action. Saying as a firebolt lights up the corridor.
And I'll shove. I would probably shove the closest guy, so it'll be that guy.
Sure. And he rolls a 7, so he gets boop back. And as a firebolt fades, so does your dark vision. Boom. Firebolt coming in your direction, Venick. Rolls a 3. What's happened to my rolling?
Nice.
Terrible. Randall.
before at the end of his turn, let me see if he's 30 feet away from me. He's not. Never mind. I'll shut up.
Well, you can start talking again because it's your turn.
Okay. I'll try to. I don't even know. Can I even get through all these people?
Some DMs roll it as difficult terrain going past allies, but I don't. As long as you don't end
Well, I'm
next to
just
them.
talking about more of a large. Since I'm kind of large over there, I'm having to kind of like, maneuver
Yeah,
there.
you can get through.
All right. Well, I'm 30 feet, so I can't even get him to. I don't think. Oh, I can't get there.
Yeah. Take a swing at that one.
Yep, I'll get right up there and it's Skrill. And swing away.
Ah. Oh, that
Miss.
balled up for a swing and a miss.
And that's my guy.
Actually, let me just check something. Ah, okay, that's how. Okay. Orin. Fight the request from.
He's blind down there. He doesn't have dark vision. He's human.
Ah,
So he's probably just going to stay right there and take a
Yeah.
dodge.
that's exactly what he's going to do. He's about to fire his longbow, but he's got nothing to aim at. Okay, so he is taking the dodge action. Another skeletal apprentice is dead. Toriel, come on down if you want to.
All right. Yes. I would like to come down and see what's going on.
One thing you hear with... I was reading it wrong. Never mind, we'll do it this way anyway. One thing you hear is banging from this door. Everybody else seems to ignore it, but you hear banging. And make me a perception check, Toriel. There's a lot happening around here.
All right. Disadvantage.
Okay. All you hear is banging.
Okay. Oh. Okay. How much movement does it take to get to the where I'm at? Are the top of the stairs here?
Yeah, you're at the top of the stairs. So I say you have 10 feet of movement left from there.
All right. 5, 10. Oh, I see enemies over there. And I think because last time I used my shocking grasp, I think you said an action to light a torch. I think I lit it on this turn then, I believe. I mean, I'm not. Or
Sure. I can't remember.
yeah, I did do shocking grasp, and I think you did say to light a torch was an action, right?
Yep. Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
so you light your torch at right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then yeah, that's it.
Okay, Randall. Holding the front line there. Get a firebolt to the face. Oh, the natural 2. Come on. Oh. Okay, Bass.
Now I'm going to try it.
Okay.
I'm going to look at it as it fires my way. I was like, Dan, down. And I will do this.
Is that one target?
It is one target. It's when it ends its turn, it must make a wisdom saving throw. I thought I was going to put it in there, but it didn't do it.
So it was that one there, and it failed. Okay, so it becomes incapacitated. Looks at you with doe eyes. So it's incapacitated, and the creature at the end of a saving turn. Okay, cool. So it's gonna. When does it end? At the end of each of its turns. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. Actually, that was Bass's turn. Bass.
Use the movement to here and point the scythe as a purplish black orb forms on the end of it to Eldritch Blast this one. The non-target. Or not, 15.
crashes against the cave wall. That's a miss.
All right.
Okay, Vinnick.
Okay. Vinnick is going. Am I off mute? Yep. Okay. Vinnick is going to move up. I could squeeze by Randall here, right?
Yep. Imagine Vinnick ducking underneath Randall's legs.
Yeah.
He pushes
Exactly.
forward. Right up front. Nice.
Yeah. All right. What is this guy with a little friendly face going on here? What's
Swaying. He doesn't really look as if he's into it, and he's staring vacantly at Randall. Technically charmed by Randall and incapacitated.
got it? Okay. All right. I will not do anything to that one.
Sure.
I'm going to go after this one right here.
Sure.
And I will swing my sword. There we go.
Oh, Vinnick. That's a swing and a miss, my friend.
All right. Okay. That's it.
Level 4, guys. These things happen. Gala.
Gala will fly into there with her sword and attack that one there.
Sure. 16, I think.
I have
hits.
a luck. Does it hit?
16. 16 hits.
All right, I'll use my last spell slot. So I mean, we do the damage first, and then I'll smite with my last spell slot, and just say, "Die, fall, monster!"
The monster
So-
crumbles into inanimate bones.
And then she'll move here, right there.
Okay, fantastic. The skeleton sees you as a threat. This is not a tactically good thing for Malcolm to do, but it's going to try and wring your neck. And at disadvantage, it rolls a 12. Shinigami.
I'm gonna try and move up here. I can't still see a whole lot. And I didn't hear that noise coming from back here.
Nope, only Toriel is hearing the knocking.
Hmm. All right. Well, not a whole lot. Yeah, there's not a whole lot I can do from here. If I shove something, does that give Randall an opportunity to attack, or is it only if the creature moves?
Leave the creature moves.
Okay.
I don't have my reaction anyway.
I am going to hold an action if this skeleton, because that's the only one I can partially see. If he tries to retreat, then I'm going to telekinetically pull him back.
Okay, so he tries to retreat. I'm going to pull him back as a reaction. Okay, got it. Jumbo Randall.
Jumbo Rando swing, try to hit thing. Sorry, channel Odinos. Oh no.
Somewhere in the distance across the plains, you hear a roar.
Why'd you miss?
Yeah, that's a swing and a miss. Whoops, yep, swing and a
Okay.
miss.
Alright, that's my go.
Oren's going to cower in the darkness.
All right. I don't know what's behind that door, but do you hear that? Maybe we should just leave it locked for now. I'm gonna say that. 5, 10, 15. Do I see? I only see 2, but do I hear others further back?
I would say no, you don't. This is the front line.
Okay.
There's 2 more.
All right. And I am just going to simply do a firebolt on the one right
Sure.
random here.
Okay, 5. Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
Yeah, too big a guy in the middle there, I think.
it may not matter, but Shinigami, do you want to move closer? I'm gonna kinetically shove Shinigami 5 feet closer. If he chooses to want to, he can just fail.
No, well, there's no benefit for me to move forward. I didn't.
Oh, you better resist then, because I just did it.
Okay, yeah, I'll resist then.
It just did.
I just did it, man.
Was it a strength save?
Yeah.
It is DC 13.
Shit.
Oh, sorry, Shinigami.
Okay. This one is not going to do anything, but it's going to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn. And it's still looking dopey. Bass.
Still looking dopey, so we'll leave it alone. We'll Eldritch Blast the non-charmed one.
That hits. Yep.
Ugh, 3 force damage.
Level 4, baby. Excellent. Vinnick, right up there on the front lines. This one's focused on you, but not doing anything. What do you do?
This one here is focused on me. I'm going after that one. I am going to. I'm going to guess I'm going to be at a disadvantage of that, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to swing my sword at it, and here we go.
Oh, that hits.
Yeah.
Well done.
Connected, and here we go.
Nice damage too. Excellent. The creature maintains its form, though. Still holding on, just barely. Gala. Path of Vengeance again?
What's that?
You seem to be angry at these things.
Yeah, she's gonna take her sword and she's gonna like reverse the hilt and like stab down on it, trying to kill it, just for flavor. I'm trying to crush it that way.
Flavor is good. Flavor hits. Flavor crushes. Down it goes.
Nice.
Nice.
And then she's gonna move. She's just gonna move back actually and let everyone because that one's dizzy and dopey, and let you guys deal with it.
Okay. All right. Drandle.
All right. I'm gonna do something fun if I can. Since it's dizzy and in a nice dreamy stupor, can I attempt to like pick it up and slam its head up against the ceiling?
Sure. I'm gonna get a lower strength, but at disadvantage it rolls a 10.
All right. So I do athletics, I guess.
Sure, yeah. Oh.
I'm at advantage too, actually, because Giant's might.
Okay, roll again then. Since you're not exhausted. Okay, you reach over top of Vinnick, grab the skeleton, smash it on the ground, throw it back to the ground, and just for fun it does only 3 points of damage, but could have been a lot
Looks
better.
cool.
It does look cool.
Oh, wait a minute. Well, no, never mind. I was about to say I could add my Giant's might, but never mind.
Oren, Kara's in the corner. Toriel, can you finish this thing off?
I can certainly try, but not with these rules. All right, I will do a firebolt.
How about? Cool. Oh, man.
Ah!
The skeleton tries to break out of its stupor this time. And doesn't. Bass. I don't call him undead for nothing.
Did the skeleton break out of the stupor when he was damaged by Randall?
Nope.
No. Okay, seeing that, then we will get up in its grill and give it a slice. Or not. 14.
Animate creature you're struggling to hit. But Vinnick's got the moves.
Yeah, Bennick's gonna try. All right, swinging the sword again, and here we go.
I just don't know what to say to you guys. Gayla.
What? They're still alive? Oh my! I thought they'd be dead. That's why she's like, for thematic reasons, I was just gonna go away. She's just gonna see it's not over yet, and she's just gonna fly back in there, I guess. Right there, and she's gonna actually Shigami get in there. She's gonna let it go. She's done. Go, Shigami, you get it. She doesn't want to go in there. She's done with it.
Shinigami.
All right. Well, I will wiggle my way around.
And everybody else fails. Shinigami comes in and
Yeah, just to be clear, because I don't know if my screen is fully resetting, it still looks like it's mostly alive. It has
Yeah.
most of its life.
mostly alive. Yep. 14 of 17. There, I'll give it to you.
All right, then bonus. Yeah, bonus action. I'm going to go ahead and where to go? Divine favor.
Sure. It's the D4 extra to your hit.
Yep. All right, and then attack.
Shinigami finally hits. 6 points of damage. 9 points of damage. A great hit, but the creature remains standing. At least you hit it, though, Shinigami. Can Randall finish the job?
I'm gonna try.
Come here.
You're the hero that this
yeah.
world's need, Randall. Oh my goodness.
Nope.
Love it. I love it.
Owen closes his eyes, fires mindlessly down the corridor with his longbow at disadvantage.
Natural 20.
That's bad.
Okay, this is the rest of the session, guys. You guys not hitting this skeleton. Doriel.
Here we go. Let's do this again.
Do it.
Firebolt.
16's its armor class.
Nice.
5 was at hit points. So, finally, Toriel.
How do you want to do
After this is very resilient skeleton, I think I catch its cloak on fire, and it's like helpless to put it out, and it just crumbles into a burning pile of bones.
It. Nice. Okay, with that, everybody takes a breath. You look around, possibility for the more skeletons, and none are forthcoming.
Gayla's gonna say, "I need air. I need air." She's gonna go outside. So she's gonna go outside, lean up against the wall outside with Owen out here.
What about is the door?
Can't
Is
handle a
still banging?
little undeath.
Are you all right? And then Randall's gonna go Super Mario, like crunch down like he just hit a turtle shell.
Okay, so back to normal size, in other words.
Is someone still banging on the door?
Skeleton's gone.
Oh.
Hello.
Yes. Who is that?
It's me, Drex, Tight Lips.
Oh, yeah, it's safe to come out.
How'd that plan work for you?
And emerging from the little cellar there, you see Drex, Tight Lips. Thank you very much. I heard sounds of combat. I'm a simple blacksmith. Let's just say things went bad, but at least you got rid of those skeleton things. I feared I was going to starve to death down here. Thank you so much for coming.
Where did they come from? Is this is your shop?
It's my shop above. Here, let me show you. And he takes you, if you want to come. Actually, I'll just show the whole map, just make it easier. Boop. So he takes you to the end of this corridor here. Now, I assume you've heard rumors about the sunken tower, and you guys would know, especially locals to the area, that it's probably on our wizard's tower. It looks like a cylinder from the outside, and people have tried to get in, but there's no doors, there's no windows, there's just these sheer surfaces. And Drax says, "Well, you know the sunken tower. I figured maybe I could crack through going underneath, and I was sure I was going to get through, and who knows what treasures I would find. But when I got here and started chipping away, the skeletons, I don't quite know the right word, appeared, teleported, and they started throwing around these spells, and I just ran to the cellar and locked myself in there. Seems I was a bit foolhardy, greedy perhaps. Boy, have I learned my lesson. Why are you looking at me like that?" he says to Shinigami.
Your idiocy never ceases to amaze me.
Oh, I don't know you, but granted this was an idiotic move. That is true, but to say I'm an idiot, not true.
Did you follow through with your get-rich-quick scheme?
Oh, my get-rich-quick scheme almost cost me my life.
I rest my case.
You're a red cloak, right? I don't really know you personally. I've met some red cloaks. What should we do with this tunnel?
Do you have spray foam that we can just fill this in?
I don't know what you're talking about. Says Malcolm, who literally used spray foam yesterday, but Trax does not know it.
Yeah, let's just walk back out of here. I recommend that you just come in here with some wood, build a wall.
I could collapse the tunnel.
No, we don't know what that will do to the ground above. So I would just wall this off with wood or rocks or something and just forget it's there.
Okay.
Is there? Does Toriel have any idea, with her using her intellect, how close we are to underneath the tower?
Oh, it all adds up. The geometry adds up. Like, if you remember, his house was quite close to the tower. If you remember, I said this house here, this one right there, and you see it's like a relatively short distance to the buried tower from there. Yeah,
buried tower. Gotcha.
So the geometry adds up.
And well, Shinigami, I mean, he's already so close. I mean, maybe it's something that we should look into. I mean, we can't have. Who knows who else is trying to get in there and might release these other skeletons? It's like maybe we should take this opportunity.
What do we know about this tower?
Good
Anybody
question.
who thinks they might know anything can make a history check.
Yeah. And of course, it's a disadvantage. I'm gonna guide myself though. It's like I think I've read something about this. Let me do a little guidance. 14. Maybe we could also be the next wave of idiots that tries to uncover. I could be talked out of it. It's just a mystery that maybe this is an opportunity to uncover.
So just refreshing myself on the history of the buried tower. Yeah, Well, what you've heard, oh man, natural one. Yeah, your brains just aren't quite working. Or, people suspect it's a tower. It's sunken into the ground for some reason. People are convinced, like Drax, there's lots of magical artifacts in there. But no doors, no windows, no way in.
Oriel got a 14 if that makes it better.
I did.
How about that? Still, it's a bit of a mystery around town. No one quite know where it came from.
So is this a wall that he was trying to bash through?
Yep, it looks like the outside of the tower, as above, so below. It just looks like the wall. For some reason, it's sunken.
Wow.
Well, I don't really have a way to bust through walls.
Yeah, me neither. Not at this time.
Come on, dude. Qui-Gon Jinn it. Put their lightsaber in it and turn and melt it. Come on, man. I'll tell you what to do. Come on,
I would
Darth.
do that if the DM gods would grant me a sun sword.
Oh, that'd be a good thing for you to get. Holy crap.
The DM god says no.
Well, I certainly tried.
You did.
Yeah, so Drax, just leave this alone for now.
I'll build a solid wall here. So I can have my cellar at least. And, yeah, I will even disguise it as well as I could so it looks like just part of the cellar as opposed to a wall that's artificially constructed.
We may come back and investigate later, but for now, we don't have any way of penetrating that wall anyways. So, yeah, just cordon it off for now, and we could return later.
Yes, sir. And thank you for your help. I'm sorry if anybody got... Here, come upstairs. I have something for you. And... He's lost his page. And he goes through his belongings. The whole area has been trashed, by the way, by these skeletons as they mindlessly moved around. But he finds some... pieces of silverware, some jewelry that's not the flashiest, to be honest. And he says, look, please, take this as a way of saying thank you. I wish I had more to offer, but this is it. Please, take this.
Someone else, feel free to take it.
If you insist.
I was on assignment.
Has to take it.
That's what he gives you. A mix of minor jewelry and silverware worth 77 gold pieces altogether.
Oh,
please,
well, that's not...
please take this. And I'm sorry to some of you have been injured.
Cut.
So I see some of you got injured. I'm terribly sorry. Yeah? Well, I don't know. Who are you selling it to there, Bass?
I mean, once we sell it, that is.
Sure. As you guys are being thanked profusely by Drax, Oren says to Gala, are you alright, my lady?
I just need a moment. It's hard for me to deal with those still.
I know why. Quite frankly, I thought over it by now. You're so strong and courageous and brave in other situations. It's disheartening, surprising. I'm not quite sure what word to use, but I do not like you to see you like that.
She's gonna put her hand on her shoulder and say, we all have feet of clay sometimes.
I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but I saw something in your eyes that I've never seen before, only on odd occasions. But rest assured, I will always be by your side.
If that happens again and you're at danger, you need to go. I can't. You have to save yourself of something. I couldn't live with myself if you were to die due to that because of me.
Well, quite frankly, Gail, I couldn't live with myself if you died.
He's going to say, look at us. Quite the pair.
Indeed. I'll do your best to follow your orders in situations like that before, but if your life is in real danger, as I think it was there, I'm not going to wait.
You did me proud. You did me proud. You came in.
And then it gives you a nice hug. And, yeah. Okay, what do you guys do?
Well, how late in the day is it?
Still pretty early, about midday, we'll say.
I need to go back and report that Drax is alive.
All right. Okay,
so you go back and you report to Nethel Wester, and he says, "Oh, well done. We can take that one off the case. The caseload. If anything comes up, Shinigami, I will be sure to let you know, but nothing pressing at the moment." Now,
What do you know of the? What do you know before you get into something else? What do you know about the buried tower?
Only as much as anybody else does. One assumes it's a magic user from ages past cracked at the tower. Why it's sunken, I don't know. No one we know can get in or out. Wish I could tell you more.
Okay, what were you going to say?
Shinigami, you've been going on these adventures with these people I think are your friends. You've gone to rescue that young halfling girl. I hear you had some incidents at the Gorso Tower as well, along with a few other things. What do you see your future looking like? Well, let's start there.
Still kind of early to tell. I'm still getting in touch with my past. So I don't know. I'm just kind of sticking to my job for now. That seems to be my purpose.
Do you see yourself fully devoting to the Red Cloak Order? I mean, you're doing some good things, but you're doing it almost as an independent. It's wondering when you're ready to come back into the fold. I mean, let's just be clear. No hurry. Not putting any pressure on you. I just have paperwork to do.
Well, taking assignments as you give them, I'm addressing issues as we come across them, which has always been our duty. And I'm drawing pay, so I don't know what I'm not doing that you're implying.
Well, like the Byra girl situation. Technically not a Red Cloak problem. I mean, I'm glad you rescued the girl, but in hindsight, what would you have done differently, if anything, with the young halfling girl?
Sorry, you're gonna have to remind me what we did.
You rescued Byra from the spider. She was an adventurer, arrogant young thing, thought she could take it on. You had to rescue her from a spider and bring her back. Basically, a foolhardy adventurer who you rescued.
Yeah, so that was more of an investigation to see what happened to her because she was missing. And then things happened after that. So, I was investigating a missing persons report.
All right, I understand. One other piece I wish to bring up with you, Shinigami. That urn you brought in. Do you wish to know more about it?
Yeah, that's why I turned it in. Hopefully somebody would know more about it.
Well, I'm glad you turned it in. It turns out to be something quite dangerous. During about midnight, a young lady, a ghostly-like lady who would look as if she was been hung, quite a grotesque sight, and she kept on claiming she was innocent, saying again and again innocent. And we had quite the time of it. She took over some of our soldiers, and we had to fight them. We had to knock them out effectively. And eventually she bounced around from body to body to body until eventually, by sheer force of numbers, we took her down. It seems the situation has resolved itself, but I think returning that urn to the Red Cloak Order was a very wise decision. If you'd kept it in your possession, well, I think you might not be here today.
Toriel feels vindicated not leaving it with her parents.
So nobody recognized who she was or knew what she was talking about?
Well, we did our research, and there has been it's difficult to say, but there are hangings here for heinous crimes. About half the time, people claim they're innocent. About half the time, they kind of take their punishment, as harsh as it is. But quite frankly, we've had far too many hangings down the years to say for certain who this lady was. But she was insistent she was innocent. And when I say lady, I had a guess, I'd say she's 16 years old. Not the oldest. But she kept claiming her innocence.
But no indication of who she was or where she was or how long ago she was hung?
As I said, we've gone through our record and we have had our fair share of young ladies being hung. It's usually like
60, she was 60. She wasn't very young. That seems
sorry.
like an odd age to hang.
Sorry, 16. 16.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, usually it's jealous young ladies. You know, their boyfriends cheat on them, and an act of vengeance, they kill the boyfriend or the significant other. But this does not seem the same. She's innocent. Anyway, I'm not sure we can do much more about that, Shinigami. I guess good work. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right, very well. We'll see you later.
Okay. Gather together outside the hall. What do you do?
Is there a bank here that the Gorsos would have an account at?
Yes.
Randall, when I mentioned that Christophilus could work at the manor, he said, "What good would it be for? You know where the gold goes. How am I going to pay this fine? Does your family owe money to somebody?"
Randall looks kind of like sheepishly a little bit over there, and like where probably most people probably owe money to.
How much do you owe?
Randall's got to go. Oh, thank you. Randall just all of a sudden just realized how much he owed. About 2,000 gold pieces.
If I were to take care of this for you, let's say you would owe me a almost lifelong favor. Is that correct?
Randall kind of like questions. It's like, are you saying that you're going to pay off my debt?
Possibly could be arranged, yes.
And Randall kind of like stumbles a little bit, starts considering. Can I roll an insight check?
Sure. That's for you to say, Doug, not for me.
Like, basically what I'm trying to gather, you can go with whatever how you want to with it. It's your information. I am trying to see, is there something that, like, this is something that's not new to Randall because of his dealings with Golfa, and he knows how Golfa operates. There has to be, he's looking for the fine print, so to speak.
There's fine print, but not in as such as like you're under my thumb, like Golfa fine print. You can see kind of a helpful, like, when the time comes, you could help me, if I'm into trouble, because this is the first time that Bass remembers combat, like actual full blown from start to finish combat, not like he started, blacked out in the middle, and then woke up at the end of the combat. So he's more so hoping this will gain him an ally on his side.
Okay. Randall kind of sits back and like studies. I guess that would be okay. I mean, I don't know how much. We definitely could probably. It would take us quite a while to pay it back. Though, if you were to pay it back quicker, I don't know how much interest you charge versus Golfa. His interest rates suck.
Well, let's proceed to the silver scale and see how much I can withdraw from my family's account.
That would be very generous of you. You said a lifelong favor.
You'll know it when the time comes, but it is nothing like the pressure you have from Golfa. No interest, no misguided deeds.
As long as it's protecting a friend and it's nothing against the law, I would be much appreciative of the opportunity. But you really don't have to do such a thing. I haven't warranted anything to deserve any type of that generosity.
Remember what I told you, Randall. Stand tall, look like you belong. Come on now.
And he'll kind of stiffen up a little bit and like kind of do a slight head bow, like, thank you. And I guess shimmy over to wherever location 42 is.
Shuffle over to location 42. A silver scale. It's both a bank and a money lending institution as well. Often people approach the silver scale, but you've done so yourself, and try to ask for money, Randall, and they do things like credit checks and background and areas of work, and usually people would know from the shanties you just got no chance borrowing money from there, which forces you to people like Golfer. So this is the legitimate money things. And there's an old gentleman there with be spectacled, and it says, yes, welcome to the silver scale, how may I help you?
It pains me to use this name. Produce my ring on my handout. Yes, good sir. Zeke Malgorso, here to make a withdrawal. The house is in shambles right now. It really has been far too long since somebody has upkeeped on it.
Oh, of course. And he puts out some wax. Just place your seal here, please.
And it goes.
And what was your name again?
Zekmal.
Sikmal Gorso. Oh, I pride myself on discretion. Might I have a private word with you, Master Gorso?
As long as it is quiet, yes.
And he takes you to the side. He whispers. I'm gonna say everybody listens in because they're curious. I'm afraid I can't issue any money, Mr. Gorso. We had a report from our Lord Ziadimos Gorso. Something about you and the theft of an item. And you've been frozen out of the account, sorry.
Well then, maybe a bass Gorso could make the withdrawal instead? Get my word, my friend? Since I am the one present in your company and grandfather is not, as I give him kind of like a blood stare in his eyes.
Make an intimidation check.
Natural 20 for a 26.
He cowers before your grasp, and cold sweat comes over his brow. And he's, oh my god, this is most unusual. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't.
You're looking for the word yes, and
No,
how
I
much will you
can't.
require, sir?
No, I'm simply I cannot. He looks terrified, but he's sticking to his guns. Man, you're literally threatening a bank to take money that you're not legally entitled to. This is not something I can do.
I'm entitled by birthright. Yes, it is. Ignore grandfather's word. You have a blood Gorso in front of you by the name of Bass. Catch my drift, good sir?
No, I don't. I know of no there are basses. What are you, a fish in disguise?
You do know a bass as you are looking at a bass full of Gorso blood. Withdrawal form, please, sir.
I simply can't. I mean, if I
Just
responded to
2,000, that's it. And then I will be on my way, and you'll never hear from me again. Write it off in the margins. I know you banks move and shuffle money around all the time. You have a margin of error. Just do it.
This is a respectable establishment. Every copper piece is tracked. I don't like you, but I must insist that you leave.
Insist all you want. I have an aspiring red cloak back there and a red cloak right there.
Oh, please bring them in.
get on
Red
with the
cloaks, red
paperwork.
cloaks. I'm being threatened. Help me out here.
I'll come busting through the door.
I have specific instructions from the original owner of this account, Lord Ziadimos Gorso, that this person here is not able to withdraw money. Apparently he absconded with something of great value, and until that is returned, he's frozen out of the family accounts. I have the paperwork here if you wish to see it.
Let me see the paperwork.
He shows you the paperwork. Tell you what, make an investigation check to see what you make of it.
Is it all in Elvish?
Sorry, just lost my
No,
character sheet.
common.
Come on, Jimmy. Natural one. You can do it.
Give me a second. I accidentally closed out my character sheet.
Sure.
Go. You said investigation?
I did. A 10, yes, with disadvantage. On the surface, it seems good. I mean, it's got lots of legalese in it. It's been stamped with a seal, and it basically
Does it
says
specific-
it
Sorry.
basically says that Bass, whose real name is forget,
Zikmon.
Zikmil Gorso, is to be frozen out of the family accounts until he returns to the town of Gorso and returns that which was stolen.
But it doesn't specify what was stolen.
I would say no.
Well, the paperwork here is accusing you of theft.
I returned grandfather's ring. I don't know why he continues to punish me.
Who did you return it to?
Can I inside check that to see if it was
Sure.
actually the ring that he stole?
Sure.
Yeah, I probably should too. Yeah,
Eight,
there we go.
8 and a 9.
A 23, I
date.
roll with advantage.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Keep on thinking you're exhausted.
Randall. No, it was not a ring that I stole, and I did not return it. Shinigami, I left it on grandfather's mantle. I thought he would have found it. This is my family crest ring, not his diamond encrusted one that was also pretty.
It sounds
Well-
like it would be easy to find. Surely that he wouldn't have sent something like that. How long ago was this message sent out?
Oh, how long have I been in town? Few days, a week, something like that.
Time-wise, the bank teller says about 2 days since you arrived in the town of Odenbeer, the missive arrived.
See,
Mr.
grandfather's
Redcliffe,
just being petty.
well, petty? He's allowed to be petty. There is no crime in that. Mr. Redcloak, I think the paperwork's in order. This person is threatening me. I would like you to remove him from the premises.
Where's your proof? We had a private conversation. I see no weapons here.
Well, regardless, we don't have any business here. The letter's in order until you square things away with your grandfather or uncle, whoever it was. They're not going to be able to release any money to you.
I told you it's been squared away. I'm here to make a lawful withdrawal, and he will not let me.
You're here to make an unlawful with the withdrawal, just to be clear.
Lawful. It is my blood right. I have gave back grandfather his ring. He just has not informed you.
Well, then the letter stands until you get it cleared up.
Perhaps maybe you just don't realize you stole something else, perhaps? Maybe, I don't know, maybe you picked up something by mistake. Maybe you need to talk to your grandfather.
Fuck him. I'm sorry, Randall. I thought I could help, but I can't.
It's okay, you didn't have to do that anyway. But I appreciate the attempt to try.
All right, well, we're leaving. There's nothing else we can do here.
It is customary in the bank to wish you a good day. You, sir, I withhold such pleasantries. Be gone.
Don't let me haunt your dreams. Give him a creepy smile on my way out.
And with your intimidation, he shivers back. You're sweating profusely throughout this. You definitely scared the bejeebers out of him, but yeah, didn't work. Okay, so leaving the silver scale, Bass somewhat, I don't know if his tail was between his legs, he's slightly embarrassed, or just projecting arrogance and difference, I don't know. But you find yourself on the short road. Would you like
Projecting arrogance.
arrogance? Okay.
Gil has been quiet this entire time since the encounter, and she's just been kind of following you guys kind of aimlessly. Just say, guys, you guys do what you want. She's just kind of following.
Yayla, what happened? You were so upbeat, and a few undead spooked you? How could you be a great knight of the crown if a few undead spooked you?
She's gonna look at you, and she's gonna go, I thought better of you, Bass. All the nobles here do whatever they want, treat everyone like garbage. You're no better than any of these other awful nobles. And she's just gonna turn away from you and walk away. I'm just kind of disgusted with how you treat people.
I offered to pay off Randall's debt. What do you mean? What? I just say as you keep walking away. You don't have to acknowledge it.
No. She's just kind of disgusted by you because she's like looking at all the nobles and she was thinking better of you. And she's like, you just bully and treat everyone who's not your class like garbage. Just ugh. I keep going up and just kind of trying to shake off the past experience.
Oren says, okay, look, it's been a stressful day. Undead. Maybe we all should just relax and have a drink. I'm sure, Gayla, you won't mind shouting, will you?
What'd you say?
I think
Have
we
a drink
should
and what?
have a drink, and I shouldn't presume, but maybe you could pay for the first round?
She says, that sounds good. Liquid courage.
Liquid courage, indeed. So the most obvious place is the Lucky Leap Tavern. It's a bard playing at the moment. It's a pleasant tavern, as you've been here before. In fact, why don't I take you to the Lucky Leap map? So, some of you have been here before. You recognize Ricio Tane. One of the barmaids, Hala, comes up, takes your order. Feel free to order whatever you like, and say 5 silver will cover the first round, Gala. You actually. Alright.
We have time to sell that silver and jewelry. Get that 77 gold.
Sure.
15 gold, 4 silver for everybody since Shinigami's not taking a cut.
Cool.
Nice.
You see
Chicken.
You see Lord Signmonder in conversation with this halfling over here, quite a jovial looking halfling. And on the table in front of them is a feather that looks like this. And Lord Signmonder says, look, I have the procession coming up tomorrow. I'm going to need my steed to look her finest. And I think this, if what you're telling me is true, this is the cultal feather. Quite rare feather from quite a rare magical creature. Now, I've checked your paperwork. I've checked everything to do with this. And I am prepared to pay you 535 gold pieces for this. And this long halfling says, oh, of course. Yes, 535 gold pieces, of course. We have a deal. Lord Signmonder stands up, shakes his hand, and then leaves the tavern. Another person enters. He didn't say hi to any of you. Slightly odd, I guess, but he seems to be very busy with preparations for the games. Then here's Golfer comes in.
Crap.
walks right past you, Randall. Sits down opposite the halfling and says, "You owe me money, son. Where is it?" Mr. Gopher, you're just the man I wanted to see. I've made a deal with Lord Signmonder, and I'll have your money this afternoon. You better. You don't want to get on the wrong side of Gopher, does you? What the hell is this stupid feather? I hate pretty things. And he throws it into the candle, and the feather burns up, and a little halfling goes, "No! Oh, stop! Oh, no! You pay up, you son of a bitch, or you'll burn like that feather." And he storms out of the tavern. And the guy is visibly upset, and he starts crying.
Rando's going to get up and go over to the guy.
Sorry, sorry, it's he's such a prick.
I'm well aware. He's gotten his mitts in quite a few people, present company included. I just witnessed. You just was going to sell that feather, I guess, to Lord Simonder.
535 gold pieces. Yep.
Also, because it's Lord Commander. Go ahead.
Yeah, who was going to pay me 535 gold pieces for that? Oh, what am I to do? The golfer's going to break my neck.
I don't want that necessarily. Someone who's been on receiving end a time or two of Golfer's methods. Would there be somewhere else we could maybe claim that feather? Maybe to get you another.
Well, funny you should mention that. My grandmother, who not really on speaking terms, has another such feather. And I think this could actually work out well. Tell you what. My grandmother, as I said, is not on speaking terms with me. Perhaps if you came along and talked to my grandmother, I'm sure we could sell it to her buy it from her, I should say, for like 200 gold pieces. And then we sell it to Lord Signmonder for 500 gold pieces. And I don't know if you or your friends could front the 200. And then we split the profits at the end of the day. What do you say? I know I'm not going to touch the gold myself. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to merely introduce you. You hand over hopefully convince my mother to sell you it for 200. You sell it for 500. I take the balance and pay off my debts, and you do yourself a tidy profit of 150 odd gold pieces. What do you say, good sir?
I think we could handle something like that. It's unfortunate that it even had to come to that situation.
I know, he's such a prick.
Prick's a nice term for him.
I gotta ask, 200 gold pieces is a lot. Do you have 200 gold pieces? Between you and your friends? I mean, you'll get it back, of course. As I said, I'm not going to touch a gold piece. Not going to do anything like that. It'll purely be a transaction between my grandmother and you. I won't touch a penny.
We might just scrounge it up together. I'm not entirely certain, but maybe we could.
Yeah, I was gonna look at you and say, Simander is my lord and commander, and if this is for part of his procedure, I'm willing to help with this. Yes.
It's a question above the table, I guess. Do you guys have 200 gold pieces between you?
I have 83.
I have a chunk, but Bass thinks this is a scam and will not forthcome any gold for this.
Yeah,
Sounds
Toriel's.
too good that can be true. I've learned that you cannot believe such things.
So
Yeah,
Toriel, I
Toriel's
think.
not into quick get rich quick schemes.
Well, how much can you scrounge up, good sir? He says to Randall.
We did get roughly about 75 gold pieces at one point in time. If everybody would part with that.
I could put up 75 too.
150.
And when I said 75, that's not Randall 75. That's the 77 things we got from the from the
Oh.
from
The
Oh,
silverware
that was
sale.
15 gold and 4 silver each. It was already
Yeah.
it was spread out. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't take any of it, so
Well, if no one else is going to go in, I don't have enough to do it. So it's like, so I might will have to find his feather elsewhere for the horse. And I'm sorry for your trouble, sir.
So none of the rest of you can help? We're at 75
No.
gold pieces.
Not with your Ponzi scheme. I'm
It's
sorry.
not a
But
Ponzi
no.
scheme.
can I
Yeah.
check the insight check to see if he's
Sure.
really telling if it's a Ponzi scheme?
Sure. Yeah, you believe him, Randall.
Okay. All right. I think he's telling the truth.
Oh. I was saving up to buy some new spells for my repertoire, but Randall, I'm willing to donate 25 gold.
And
Who's in-
at that point,
So what was that, Daniel?
they only have 100 at that point because I'm going to give 75, but Randall didn't have 25, right? 75, right?
Randall,
Yeah, I
you
have
did get
whatever.
you had 15 gold
15.
pieces.
Yeah.
So we add that
15
in.
gold pieces.
So 15
Like,
from
like 95, 90.
well, that's 115, isn't it?
115 total. Yeah, 115 total if Gallia or if Gallia or Toriel puts in his 25.
Venick will contribute 10.
Oh wait, that was no, sorry. No, I got Toriel was 25 and Gala was 75. Yeah, I got that backwards. And 10 from Venick. It sounds as if what about Shinigami?
I have no vested interest in this.
And he says, well, 125 gold pieces.
Mr. Shinigami, wouldn't that be technically if somebody would be willing to pay for certain much? And since we kind of overheard, like, I guess, did the whole table overhear or was just me or anybody else?
Oh,
That
the whole
Sidewinder was
type.
gonna
I
pay.
mean, you heard saw Sidewinder just in passing, but Golfer definitely made a scene. Everybody saw him
I mean, he
burn this
technically
feather.
just wouldn't that be sort of like vandalism, or I mean, he destroyed property that was actually sold.
Destruction of property.
He destroyed a feather.
A 500 gold piece feather.
Well, that's the price you set on it. Does it really have that type of value? And I guess I would have to ask around and find if it had that kind of value. And if that's the case, then it's going to take some force to go and arrest him.
I don't
That
think you
would
would
be
have
good.
to just arrest him. I think we'd have the funds quite a bit.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have 125 gold pieces. I think my grandmother would maybe settle for 200, but it's worth a go. I think someone called you Randall. Could you come with me at least and come to my grandmother's house?
I would do it. Yes, I'm not that well with negotiations though.
Okay, so that's where we'll pick it up. Not next week? No, not next week.
2 weeks.
Not
3
the
3
week
weeks,
after.
technically. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to miss the next 2 sessions. But we'll be off to Granny's next time. And I guess happy 4th of July, everybody. Hope you have a nice, fun setting fire to stuff and making them go boom.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yep, thank you.
I'm sad. No game on 4th of July.
It's
See
a good
everyone
time.
in
Oh,
3
It's a
weeks.
good time for family.
Celebrate my independence by playing D&D.
Yep.
All right, take care, everyone.
Okay,
See
see you later.
Okay, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.